What's going on, guys? Fearmaky here, bringing you another video. Let's get into it. Let's roll deep and keep grinding out there, guys. Let's dive into the video. Let's go. Here we go. Here we go. The time has come. The time has officially come, fellas. The Samurai Season 12 Evasive Slasher Meta Guide. You guys are going to absolutely love this. I'm not going to be adding timelines to this video because I need you guys to absorb all of the information I'm going to be dropping on you. I've been noticing that with timelines, you guys been skipping to the builds, to the loadouts, and been missing out an immense amount of valuable information. Not all of you guys, some of you. And you guys see it from the comments. Hey, I don't know where the build is. Well, did you watch the whole video? But man, let me tell you, from the beginning of the season to today, March 26th, I'm so happy I decided to go with the Samurai this season. It is the luck of the draw, I'll be honest with you guys. I did not test the Samurai fully before the season dropped. The Hametsu's local editor was not updated before the season dropped. Okay, you can ask him that. So there was no really way to test in game. I just took I really like how the Samurai played last season, and I said, you know what, I'm gonna try it out this season and see how it goes. And man, did it pay off. There was an initial bug with the Samurai, which I was not aware that it was a bug and that it was unintentional to have the 4 dodge stacks. From speaking with Tig and the guys after and Wooksy, it was unintentional. No classes is supposed to get to 4 dodge stacks, which made the Samurai really tanky early on compared to the other classes. Since then, they have nerfed the class, removed the dodge stacks. You can only cap out at 1 now. I think you can go to 2 if you max out certain talent points, but even then it's not viable anymore. And then they broke Omni Slash on us, if you guys remember that. This is Wormhole 200, by the way. 300, I'm sorry. Wormhole 300 that we're running, by the way. But they did end up breaking Omni Slash to the point that it was unplayable for a day or two until they fixed it. But since then, my friends and Mark and the guys have been thinking that the Samurai is unplayable now. It's not as viable anymore. Well, let me tell you, we always find a way, man. Hard work and dedication pays off. And the Samurai is a absolute beast of a class. I know you guys have been asking from day one, please drop the Samurai build, please drop the meta. And I haven't done it yet because I wanted to fully test the class in and out. And I have so many plans and ideas for you guys, but it's too much to put into one video. For now, we're only going to cover the meta build. But the Samurai, in a nutshell, you can go a speed farming build variant with shadow step and hop across the map behind walls and objects. Initially, that's what I had intended to create a video for you guys with Omni Slash, shadow stepping around and zooming across the map. But they've been doing so many changes to it that it just threw all those ideas and concepts, you know, in the back burner. But you could go shadow step to get across the map really fast. You can also go with blade barrier to be really tanky as well. They're all viable options. But we finally settled on one DPS tanky meta that definitely comes in with the help of your melee mercenary that makes it really, really viable. We're still running Wormhole 300 here. But if you guys have watched the video for this long, I have a huge surprise for you guys. So far, the Samurai of all the classes I've tested is the only class at hero level 200 with the meta build to be able to clear on time Wormhole 1000 on time and kill the boss with no issues. Absolutely amazing. We did coin the build last season, Samurai the Evasive Slasher build, and to date it has been one of the most successful videos of HeroSiege for me. And I am very happy and proud of that. And I wouldn't be surprised if the Samurai Evasive Slasher Season 12 meta build continues on with that trend. It's just an amazing class to play, an amazing synergy to have, especially in the season where death is inevitable. You're going to die. You're going to struggle while you get leveled up and power creep on your way to crafting the rune words, crafting the powerful items to allow you to survive, getting the hero levels that you need to dump points into the stamina hero levels, into power of life and extreme stamina for survivability. Until you get to those points, you're going to pay the price. But with the samurai, man, it's so amazing that you can bypass most of that stuff. The footage coming up here after this boss here will be Wormhole 1000, and I was shocked at myself when I put it together and we ran the wormhole. I'll leave you the footage at the end of the video towards when we start spawning the boss, where we're talking live with my friends so you guys can hear it. But it's a good time. Towards the end of the video, I will be explaining in depth how the build works and why I chose what I did. But I wanted to let you guys know that we have content planned out for how to make rubies. I have other classes coming out. I have been reached out by Hametsu as well to release a guide on how to use the local editor, which is something I do plan on doing. But guys, you have to understand, I create HeroSiege content as a hobby. I do have a full-time job, real life, a lot of responsibilities, so it's tough to get these contents out. I am researching other methods and means to gain, for me to be able to get more time to share content with you guys, to provide more content. People have even reached out to me asking me how can they donate, where they can donate. I've researched into a Patreon. I'm not into using a Patreon. I'm not sure if I want to go down that route yet. I mean, I will in the future, but I'm not sure if I'm ready for that yet, if the channel is ready for that yet. I really do this as a passion. You guys see all the comments. I know Larect has said some amazing stuff on my channel in comments, and I thank you so much for that, and all of you guys for the support. It is a huge passion of mine to be able to play games, play HeroSiege, and provide the in-depth information and knowledge that I gather from playing these games, and be able to share it with you guys, to give you guys an opportunity to play the game at its fullest and have a lot more fun and have an end goal game to work with. But back on the samurai, man, this is Wormhole 1000 here. We gathered up all the mobs with the assistance of our trusty melee mercenary using the Judge rune word, which has a level 20 taunt skill on it, which allows him to taunt everything into a ball, pretty much replacing a marauder in your group. Along with the Sky Crusader helm for the huge toughness and stam, along with the Shroud of Elements to apply the elemental break, which applies to all elements in the game, as well as the Shelter Shield, which gives mending, which provides you increased healing throughout the encounter. It's an absolute beast of a build. It's an absolute matter. If you're able to put this build together and use it during season 12 and in any season, you're going to have an amazing time with it. Look at what we're doing to this wormhole. Just destroying it. Keep in mind, we are under-leveled. We are locked at hero level 200. That's all we have. And it's Wormhole 1000. And we're absolutely deleting it. The evasive slasher comes again, man. You cannot hold them down. You cannot hold it down. So I appreciate it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys enjoyed the content. I have been asked to show a lot more gameplay content. So hopefully these first 6, 7, 8 minutes here have been, was fulfilling for you guys to be able to see that and see what I do and how I do it. As far as for the skills and actions, I do have auto cast on numlock on all 3 skills, 1, 2, and 3, which happens to be Shadow Clone, Live by the Sword, Empire Slash, and then I hold down manually Omni Slash on my right mouse button. I like to have control of the ability. For multiple reasons, they changed it now, so you won't need it as much. You could auto cast it if you wanted with numlock, but that's just how I play. But you can see here, we take no damage. So the trick with the samurai is the evasive slash and how they change it makes us completely immune. I'll let you guys hear the conversations in the background right now. Wormhole 1000. Guess how much health he has?
500 billion.
295 billion.
295 billion? Jeez, man, they need to fucking stat crunch that game.
I mean, it's no problem for us to take it down. We just need to AFK there, then go make some bread or something, come back, and then maybe the boss will be dead.
I'm taking him down. I'm putting it down for the footage. Yeah, we are unkillable. It's crazy. Evasive slasher, man.
Evasive slasher.
Evasive slasher. Yeah, it's the meta build I did last season, and it works this season too.
Unlimited evasion, man. I'm sure they're gonna fix it, man. Once you release that video.
Yeah.
And by the time we release it, the season be over.
Be over, correct. Yeah, it should have been 4 weeks, Marky, 5 weeks. But and my community is asking for like crazy. Every
They have
video I
bigger
release
things to
now.
fix.
Huh?
They have bigger things to fix.
They have bigger things to fix. And yeah, I mean, they wouldn't nerf it now or do anything with it in the season. It's too late. They're buffing the other classes. I guess they're toned down the Demon Slayer slightly.
Must say it was OP, man.
It was OP, absolutely. Yeah, it was doing too much damage with no effort. But yeah, after I release this, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they do. I don't know. I don't think they'll do something. It's over anyways, man. And I have to release every video I drop. Like, where's the samurai meta? Where's the samurai meta?
The same meta from last season.
It's slightly different now, but yeah. But yeah, unkillable the samurai. The funny thing is, when they nerfed it initially, they broke it for like the day, then they try fixing it again. Marky's like, Samurai's unplayable, we're gonna have to go another class. Can't do no damage, man. And then I tried it out after they fixed it for a second time with Marky. I'm like, Marky, if you hold down the thing, you become like invincible. You're always like invisible, immune to all damage. And then Marky started messing with it, and yeah, man, I'm doing Wormhole 1000 at hero level 200 warrior.
Alright, I'll be back.
Now, I was telling you that the Omni Slash, right, your character disappears from the screen.
Well,
And
yeah,
you
you
can
also
still
said it
move it.
stays in place, which it does, but it's a good thing, because now you don't lose control of your character anymore. You can move around stealth like a ninja, and just attack from everywhere else. It's
Yeah,
a good
it's
thing what they did, and they have no idea how good it is. You know what I'm saying, Marky?
It's literally like your character phases into another dimension where you can hit the boss cannot hit you.
That's right, you're into another realm. Yeah, so they removed the 4 dodge stacks from us, you know, to try to prevent us from being, you know, unkillable. And this is what happens. And there you have it, man. Finished it at 1.4 billion damage on the boss, on the level 1000 Wormhole boss.
Yeah, but they also broke the Shield Lancer, the debilitating shout for the party players.
It's still broken?
It should be. I have no idea. Haven't tried it out with Take.
Yeah.
We need to push our 3-man, man.
I'm down, man.
But I can't. I'm so into the 7 days with you guys, man.
We gotta do it, man. Alright. Well, there you have it, guys. So let's dive into the meta. So I chose the Satan set, the Judge, Jury, and Executioner, the Chalice, the Kogura Sumaru, the Force, the Assassin's Mitts, the Commander Sash, Demon Eye Ring, Bottle of Sake, Assassin's Mitts, Assassin Shadow Boots, I'm sorry. Along with the Judge, Sky Crusader Helm, Shroud of Elements, and the Shelter. For the talents here, if you pay attention, we went with these stats. I do end up changing these later, as you'll see, to min-max them, because this is still part of the build of Season 11. So we max out the stats after and change it, but just showing you how we were able to do Wormhole 1000, even without capped resistances, how crazy the Samurai is. We did cap out Shadow Clone to 20 points, creates a temporary copy of the Ronin that mimics his abilities. We also maxed out Live by the Sword, increases Ronin's damage, attack damage, and movement speed for a short period. That's 64 damage for and 50% speed for 8 seconds. We also went with 20 points in Omni Slash, even though they've changed it multiple times, it's still very viable. Unleashes Emperor's Blade Chi, slashing through enemies. Each point increases the amount of hits and reduces cooldown. I don't think it's benefiting from attack speed anymore, but it doesn't matter. The top end damage is what matters. And then we also maxed out Empire Slash. The Emperor's Blade unleashes a huge slash, stunning and damaging enemies in its way, which gives us huge survivability and added damage. So, using this build, moving on to the hero levels here first, we went with capped out Ancient Power. We capped out Gut Ripper. I will end up respeccing and rebalancing the cooldown reduction to cap out to 50 points. Then I went into all the points into Power of Life and the rest into Extreme Stam. Because again, you do not want to waste time dying in the Wormhole. So you'll see me respeccing here now. And what I'm doing is I'm trying to reach 50% cooldown reduction. So I'll walk through the video as I'm playing here so you guys can hear and understand the thought process here. So what I'm doing here is min-maxing the build. This I'm showing you the mercenary builds, the talent points, what we went with. Mainly you want the 30 points into HP boost on the mercenary, 30 into shielding, and 27 in symbiosis to reduce the damage you take through the pet. So right now I'm going to unequip some items. I'm going to remove the attack speed Dow runes that I had on the item, because it's really not doing much anymore with how they changed Omni Slash. So I'm going to cap out cooldown reduction, and then I'm going to put the rest of the sockets into Ox runes, into strength. You can also go physical damage runes, which will yield more damage if you happen to have that currency and happen to have so many Jar runes that will yield more damage. But for now, I went with the Ox runes just to see and give you guys a test and a taste of what it will be, because those are easy to acquire, easy to come by. And then the attack speed there, you see, went down to 436, which is fine. It's really not that important. Does not make the build. But what's critical about this build is the Satan's Precious and the Satan's Chalice, giving you the Satan's Curse Armor Curse debuff. Gives your attacks a 25% chance to apply armor on break. That stacks with the Force Armor Break debuff, along with the Elemental Break from your follower. It's just breaks on top of breaks and pushes your damage to an absolute insane amount. That's why we're able to reach 1.8 billion damage on the Samurai, and nothing can stop it. Absolutely nothing. My recommendation to Wooxie and the devs, if they wanted to do something different with the Samurai, is have it benefit from attack speed more often on its abilities. I did like how Omni Slash worked before and how it gripped onto the nearest target and ported you if it died. I thought that was a very cool concept, a very cool mechanic. Maybe, I mean, not maybe, right? Obviously it was unintentional gameplay, but it's the clear thing where you find a bug in a game or something that's not supposed to work as intended, but actually ends up being better than the actual developer's design intention to begin with. I loved being able to Omni Slash, kill a target, and if that target died, I will leap onto the closest target, Omni Slash and it, and then as long as my Omni Slash cooldown was back up and reset midway through a target dying, it would keep chaining. That mechanic to me was so amazing. Yes, it did in a way make Shadow Step useless, and it wouldn't sometimes get you stuck in walls, and I would use Shadow Step to get out of walls. But I still think it was really good on how it worked. I hope they bring it back in some shape or form in the future, or they make Shadow Step more viable to be further and deal more damage, because the Samurai has so much to offer. But right now, with the way the Samurai plays, you really do need to mix up between the Ronin and the Emperor's Blade talent tree in order to be really viable. I would like it for every class to have its own identity on the talents, like the Paladin has, right? The Paladin, you can go to Justiciar tree where your auto attacks, lightning damage builds deal so much damage, or you could go the Hammers build, where the spinning hammers deals a lot more damage as well, and it's fun to play. It's two different ways to play the class. I wish they would balance it out in a way that you could go heavy into Ronin and be viable, and go heavy into Emperor's Blade and be viable. But it's very tough to balance that out. But definitely make sure you fix the typo on Emperor's Blade. You're missing an E there. Or I guess that's how they... No, actually it's right. My bad. It's actually correct. Emperor's Blade. It is correct. But anyways, guys, this has been the guide on the Samurai. Sorry it took so long. Obviously, for obvious reasons, I had to delay it. If I released this the first week of the season, second week of the season, especially as they were changing the class so much, nobody will be playing other classes. Or worse, they will probably break and nerf the class even further. I think the Samurai is an amazing class to play. I think how it plays is really good. I think the other classes need to be brought up and balanced around the Samurai, if you ask me. And I hope they don't break the Samurai and nerf it to the ground where the class is not viable. But I'll leave you guys with that. I hope the content helps you guys. You guys have been amazing. Please don't forget to comment, like, check me out on Twitch. Hit me up with a follow there. I appreciate everything, guys. You guys keep grinding and roll deep. Woo!